Hey everybody, this is my friend Chandni.
Hey.
She's got brake issues. What's wrong with your brakes?
I think I need new pads and rotors.
Why do you think you need new pads and rotors?
Sounds like metal grinding on metal.
All right.
We took a ride in the truck right before you came over, and you might have seen us doing that. Right before you passed us, I was like, man, that sounds like Wolverine is just clawing directly into the rotors.
Yeah. That was pretty bad.
Well, either way, something needs to be done to the brakes. And guess who's going to do it? She's going to fix it. And we're going to tell her how. So let's get going. First thing we're going to need is the jack. So we're going to have to jack up the truck.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down here. Look and see what we're going to put it on. All right. So you see that part right there? The big black part?
Uh-huh.
That's the frame. So we're going to put the jack underneath the frame like that, and then I'm going to jack it up.
Does it have to be dead center?
Yeah, I'm going to center it up.
How are you? Good.
Shannon, you're on my YouTube video right now.
We don't need to be around.
All right. Jack it up until we get
Alright,
the
put this effort in for a little while.
just up and down. We'll get the front wheels off. Oh, hold on a second. Now we are going to put the jack stands on. So that's already set up. All you got to do is
This one, this one?
Yep.
Does it matter if I start with the top or bottom?
Usually
doesn't,
bottom's
like,
better, though.
It doesn't fall or anything.
It won't. No. Not until we get
You might want
the
to hold
second one off.
that torque wrench.
Okay, so what angle do you usually go this from?
That's fine. The way you were.
Okay.
As long as you have both hands on it, because it'll start twisting all over.
And that's what I was
Okay.
saying. Like, so now that you want both hands on that, and I'll hold this to keep it from falling down because it will after you take that off. So, is there enough room, or we need?
I had a bug fly in my mouth
I
at the
can't get it
same time that I
straight.
took a
That
sip.
should be. That should
gotta
be
put it
enough.
a
Yeah.
little
Oh. I'll just lower it down a little bit. Yeah, like hold it right there. Okay.
I can already see what the problem is. Well, problems.
Okay. So we see what's going on, right? The rotor is all tore up. The pad's all tore up. It's the back pad, right? So it's the inner side, and that's the outer side.
Why would the back pad and the rotor tear up before the...
There's a bunch of reasons why that could happen. Like, basically these little slides could get bound up with stuff,
Okay.
and then the pad can kind of get stuck to where it won't like fully engage. There's other reasons that could be due with the caliper, like the caliper's not fully pushing out like it should. I mean, there's a bunch of little reasons, but
Okay.
we're going to be replacing the slides. We're going to be lubing up these floating pins too, so it shouldn't be an issue anymore.
And not to mention that was the inner pad,
Mm-hmm.
which was what the pistons were pushing on.
Correct.
So the inner pad, or the pad that the pistons are pushing on, is usually going to wear faster.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess we'll put this side together, and then we'll move to the other side. Okay. So we need the new rotor, and we need the pads and the clips. All right, Johnny, what we got? We got some rotors.
Yep.
Who makes those rotors?
Power stop.
Power Stop. Yeah, they make some good stuff.
Power Stop is pretty
Dang. Look at that. It's got the coating and everything on there. It's not going to rust. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted. She made these rust somehow.
Those probably weren't coated.
Those weren't Power Stop coated rotors. That's why. Yeah. We're not getting kickbacks from that either. We could. Calling you out, Power Stop. All right. Let's throw that thing on there.
/ Rock Auto.
Yeah. We did get it from Rock Auto. So. All right.
Other way.
It needs to go the other way.
Yep.
But.
This way?
Yeah, just flip it around.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to find the hole.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to take you seriously?
You got to stick the 2-inch peg through the hole.
Well, the 5 2-inch
You
pegs
said-
with the 5 holes at the same time.
Oh, it's Five Guys.
You're nasty.
Five Guys with 2-inch pegs.
You're nasty.
I can't take y'all seriously.
All
We
right.
can't either.
So
Okay.
leave it like that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess now that we've got all the stuff, before we put this on,
That looks gross compared to this.
we're gonna pull this out. This is the
Oh yeah.
slide pin. It actually doesn't look bad, but
They usually are.
we're gonna take the caliper grease and we're gonna gob some on there.
Are you not going to clean it off at all?
Nah, hell with that.
All right.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. Didn't really seem like it's all that dirty in there. So, and we'll do the same thing with the other one when we get to hang the caliper on. So now we're just gonna put this on with these two bolts. So go ahead and hang that on there, and
And it's that which direction?
it goes like that.
Got the torquometer.
Yep, going to 130 foot-pounds.
Johnny, how much you weigh?
135 pounds.
There you go. Just get a wrench and step on it.
That's going to work out so well.
130.
But it would have to be a foot-long wrench for that to work. So
135.
okay. So you're gonna put that on there.
Okay.
And you're gonna push up like you're tightening it. So you're gonna do it like, so you're gonna have to hold this part right here. I'll do the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Watch
So,
out for the
that's all
fender
the way
there.
there.
There you
So that's what you're looking for, that click, right? And you have to hold it here for the torque to be correct. So there you go. Let you do the lower one.
go. Choke your left hand up a little bit though. Yeah, there you go. You can always go back down if you need to start over.
Yeah. So yeah, you might need. Yeah.
There you go.
Enough time to do this.
It'll be fine.
It's going to be stuff like this?
What's that?
Is it just going to be stuff like this?
There you go.
That's why you use your left hand to hold it on, and right hand to pull it up. There you go.
Check it. 'Cause we don't want your stuff falling off. You're going down the road. All right, that's good. Now we have to put the caliper back on.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna grab that. Take this stuff, lube it up.
Okay, so that's kind of the reverse to what we just...
Correct, yeah, because we pulled this whole thing out in the lower one, so
Okay.
it's just a little bit easier, quicker to do it this way. Okay, so looks like I did not compress the caliper enough, so I'm gonna have to go get a C-clamp so we can compress that some more. Okay, so that's good. That's good right there. All right, so
Watch out, you got a yellow jacket.
Hopefully
that
I don't...
compressed the caliper. So now we'll slide the pin into the hole there.
That goes in the top hole, right?
Yep. Yeah. And then we'll push those in like that. Should. Yep, there we go. Okay, so where are we?
What did y'all want me to try to open?
Oh, he's talking about the master cylinder cap.
Is that in the hood?
Still. Yeah.
We don't have to do anything for the first break, but might be worth checking after this one.
We're about to have to flee, I feel like.
I was going to say, is there stuff that we need to make sure doesn't get wet?
Slide up underneath
What the fuck was that noise? Something back here? We gonna get got. Said I'm not gonna help because it might be more entertaining to hold the camera while whatever happens happens.
Famous last words. Cameraman gets struck by lightning.
So that's enough.
Oh. Did you use it to like help push it in further?
There we go. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So take that. Put it in here.
Maybe do the same thing with the.
The other nut.
Yeah. This one we're just gonna do just kind of like German spec, as it were. Wooden sides. So I'll do this one, but it's just kind of by feel.
So it's not gonna make a sound like the top one did.
Right, it's not, because this isn't a torque wrench, this is just a regular ratchet, so.
If I used a torque wrench, would it?
If we set it to the
Yeah.
correct spec, yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably good.
A lot of the time, people don't do torque wrenches on these because a good, solid, snug tightness does the job just fine.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere, so that's totally good.
There's some things you absolutely want to do torque wrenches on, and other things that aren't so big of a deal.
And so the top one on the caliper is the one that's.
Yeah, the ones that bolted basically the whole assembly to the rotor to the truck you wanted to do, because that's holding everything together.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Unless you're a neurotic car guy and feel like you have to torque everything.
Yes, and that's
Is that you?
that's both of us. 4 foot-pounds.
Oh, just not on my car.
I do not know where that school tab's supposed to go. Wouldn't know any good directions for that one, so.
Well, I mean, the rotor and the pads just go
That's true.
if it's time to go.
It will make that noise. All right, so let's go ahead and put the wheel back on this side, and we'll move on to the other side.
Everything slides back and forth just fine. Yep.
Don't forget your
Right, so you're gonna take that thing. I've got it set on automatic now, so it's gonna run down. You're gonna hear it click like once or twice, and just release
So
the
she
trigger.
can't over tighten it?
Should not be able to. No.
Yeah, so when it makes a noise, just let it go.
Yeah. So you like
So
you'll pull,
start off by tapping the trigger a little bit, like a couple times. So you make sure, 1 second. Pull it off real quick. So if they're on there, always check that first, so you don't accidentally strip them. This one's a little, it's fine. All right, you're good to go.
Want me to redo it?
No, that's fine. As long as it's on there.
So just go
Go-
ahead, or do I need
yeah,
to
go
tap
ahead.
again?
Keep going. All right, now go to this guy.
That's like.
Keep going. Well, I thought you said there was a setting on there.
it's yeah. It's just weird, just making that noise when it's that far.
That one is. It looks like it's not straight.
Yeah, so let's put that one back off.
Okay, so I flip it this way, right?
Yeah, that was this one.
Oh yeah, that one's crooked.
Interesting.
All right, let me see that.
Get my slide out of your way.
What in the hell? Oh, cattywampus.
The interesting thing is that they were on there and moving back and forth just fine.
Let me see that.
It's fine.
That's good.
That one's fine.
That's good. Why is the wheel in there good? No. Okay.
That's what it was.
There we go. All right. Well, I might have to go clean the threads up on this one.
Just put it on.
I don't think it's gonna just put on. It might.
Tell it.
No. I'm gonna clean the threads up on this one. That's cool. All right. Well, carry on with the other side. You know, show her the way.
So we were on the other side, we were taking this off first and then this off. Sometimes take the whole damn thing off and then deal with how to separate it afterwards. Take a look at these brake pads.
I mean, this one doesn't look as that. I mean,
All of them, so that's the material. So it's all.
this one at least doesn't have the imprints from the.
Usually, you would replace a brake pad when it gets to about this point, maybe a little bit less.
But they're not even.
Right. Well, if one of them has reached the point that it's ran out of the safe amount of
So when
brake pad,
the interior reaches this amount.
if either of the two of them, whichever one, if whichever one's the first one to do it, just replace it. So yeah. Gonna need a new rotor on this one. You got all four, right? Call these Hassenheisen hands. So I started these two big bolts. We need the torque wrench, the clicky guy.
This is the one that has to be like.
Torque down with the clicking torque wrench.
Yeah, and there's like a certain, what did you say? It's called a foot pound.
Yep, but it's all the torque wrench is already set.
Okay.
Can't remember. Yep. Hold up. Make sure it turns right. So it's already set. So do the same as before. I'll do this other way.
You said left hand forward.
So the left hand you use to keep, the socket and everything on the bolt so that it doesn't slip off, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you use that to hold it on there. And then you use your right hand to go up and down and keep spinning. So
I don't feel like I'm doing anything.
you're
so
right,
What am I doing
because
wrong?
that's my fault. Need to tighten it down first. So let me tighten it down first. This is the snug tight. That's why we use two hands. Now, Sean showed you what he likes to do on the first wheel. I'll show you what I like to do.
Okay.
I like to go kind of slow until I encounter and do one click like that, and do it in the star pattern,
Yeah.
which is probably what you've heard a million times before.
Yep, I'm changing tire.
Like that.
I also like to do that, but trying to explain that while the three of us were talking at the same time would be
No.
a challenge.
I think we did.
Okay. And now that's on there a little bit. I can get another zap all the way around like that. I'm doing it for you. You can do the next one using the same thing I just did. But you will torque these down. So that's on there roughly 30 foot-pounds, 40 foot-pounds of torque. But you got to get them all the way
the other
down.
side?
Yep. Well, actually you haven't yet because we haven't dropped the wheels yet.
Yeah, we have to put weight on them before we.
So now the fronts are done, and when we drop the fronts, you can torque both sides up and down. Because if you tried to do it right now, the wheel would do this. It's a lot.
Makes
It's
sense.
basically almost impossible unless you like did what I did in my video,
Or-
foot-pounds of torque video.
Or if you get a helper inside the car pushing on the brakes while you're torquing down
Yeah.
there.
Hey, don't be smart,
That's what Brittany is. She's my helper. She's my pedal pusher.
man. I wish I had a helper when I'm doing my brake bleeding.
I mean, that's one of many things. One of the many talents.
So your front brakes are done. All that there's left to do is drop the front, torque both the wheels down, and do the rear brakes.
So let's
Pull all
Yeah, I
the
need
crap
one
out.
Yeah.
make sure we're.
And this is twice as fast as that front one was. So
Next week.
let's drop the front
Okay.
and torque the front wheels so that
So
that's
do I put the lip back in the middle
Yep.
first?
the same way that it went in, reverse it on the way out.
So let's make sure we get all the.
Tools and everything out from underneath the car. Oh, you got it. So when you have, it's a lot easier to torque bigger, heavier, stronger things when you push down versus up. Is that the right size? Yeah, it is. Okay. And it is on 130, right? Is that the same as the lug nuts?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, you push down until it quits. Get out of the way. Okay, we're done.
Oh, I did that one that way.
And again, if you're a car guy, you'll do a star, then another star, then you do a circle, and click it a billion times.
You do 2 stars and then a circle?
Yes,
Oh,
because
I do circle.
Because I'm a neurotic car guy, I can't help myself.
I do star, circle, circle. Actually, I do 3 circles because I do an OCD circle.
Okay.
That's my final.
Those are all done.
All right, and let me show you what I do. You don't need to do this. Nobody needs to do this. This is what I call the OCD circle.
Hey, Houston. Wait. You gotta do that last one with your foot, man. You gotta get, please, the
Oh,
audience.
is this what they meant by
You gotta get the foot pounds in there.
foot-pounds of torque?
Everybody loves that video, so you gotta do it.
That's our biggest video right now.
Oh my god.
All right, other side. And then the back.
Oh. I'm beat. Again, not sure how y'all do this as a hobby.
We're gluttons for pain.
Apparently.
And Donut Media will tell you that cars are pain, so.
I can give you a little bit of information on that to that answer. Cars, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, will have an answer. When you're like, what is the problem? It'll tell you,
Unlike women,
and then it doesn't take too long, usually, to figure out. Sometimes it's damn near impossible, but most of the time it's like, I know what the problem is. It's either money or time or both.
Yeah.
Or fight, whatever. But you know what the issue is, and you know what it takes to fix it, which is the opposite of social relationships.
I just said unlike women.
No, I mean just general social relationships. Sometimes men are that way too.
No. I feel like guys are a little easier to like. If you just ask a guy up front, and you're like, "Hey, what's your problem?"
In general, I agree with that. Yeah.
Just tell me.
We got some drama queens somewhere there. Careful with your paint though.
I know I'm trying. That's why I took my ring off. Because I wear a ring on my right hand and I was like scraping it.
Now, if there is a certain side of your car or truck that's like that, you can avoid that. You can check other angles, like maybe the top up here.
You also
That's
turn-
pretty close too. But this bumper looks like it's going in. So this is one of those rare occasions where you can actually pull up like that.
Wait, you gonna pull up and torque at the same time?
Also from our most popular video where someone commented and was like, I've never seen anybody pull up the torque before.
Takes all kinds. You can also turn the wheel a certain direction too and clear the
Did you get the top one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
We can double check it.
And did we discuss why there's a missing lug nut
The tread's messed
for our
up.
viewers?
Well, sometimes you cross-thread a nut.
Yeah.
And we're always one cross-threaded knot away from a bad day. But luckily, we were all right this time.
I do feel like it happens more often on the cars and trucks that don't have their wheels off very often.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one.
Luckily, we didn't cross-thread the lug, so
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
replace
and
the
the entire
nut.
time I've had this car, I've never changed.
Yeah. Well, you'll be good to go for at least 2 years.
all right. Now,
That's the front.
Do we want to do the rear a different day?
I think we could knock this out right now.
all right. Let's push the brake pedal real quick and see how that feels.